Hi everyone, this is Nick, and I wanted to make a video today talking a little bit about what I observed as we went homeless feeding. Um, some of you may know me and a couple of friends get together and we go and we feed homeless people, and we feed them at a place called Hunt's Library. It's right by the Fullerton Tracks, which are in Fullerton, California. And I observed something today that I've always seen, but I truly came to a conclusion about it, which was shocking and horrifying to me. And the thing that I wanted to talk about isn't necessarily the level of homelessness that I'm seeing as when we go there, but it's the level of ignorance of other people regarding that homelessness. You see, right across from these little homeless communes, if you can call them that, there's like a dog park where they have like a little gated community, and people bring their dogs there, and they interact as dog owners. They, it's there to entertain dogs and to run freely and do whatever dogs do. Um, and when you're sitting there, you can clearly see all these homeless people. I mean, you can't miss them. They're intense, bright colors right on the other side, literally about 50 yards away. And um, these people can clearly see these other people starving, these other people decaying, and just surviving. And to get to the point, what really horrified me was the conclusion that I reached, which was that society in general has thought that it has become more important to entertain animals than it is to feed and care about human beings. And I don't mean to talk down upon people who don't go out and homeless feed or don't go out or whatever. It just seems like we become so um, how do I say it? We just become so into the idea of ourselves and our dogs as a society. And like I said, I'm not talking about any specific person. Um, then we that we refuse to help other people when we know that we ourselves, I think, could honestly say that if we were in their position, we would want to be helped. And furthermore, to elaborate more on the ignorance that I saw, um, that was, very clearly defined. I was talking to a homeless man today. He's a former animator for Disney. He had all these nice sketches, and I was there with a friend, and we were talking with him, and we were talking about what he does, and he had told me something that really really hurt me. Not because he said it against me, but just because he said something that kind of further horrified me after I'd already seen what I'd already saw. We began talking kind of about maybe us coming back again. He said, well, a lot of us won't be here in about 2 months or even sooner. And I said, well, why? And the guy started talking to me. He said, well, the police, they don't want us here. We're being kicked out. And I said, well, how are they kicking you out? They can't really kick you out. He's like, well, that's not true. Fullerton, the city of Fullerton passed a law that anyone who is illegally camping loses their right to search and seizure. So what a lot of cops are doing is they're searching and seizing these people's houses or tents, if you want to call them that, but it's their homes, and they're going through them, and they're finding drug paraphernalia. Or in one case, my someone else I met said that they planted drug paraphernalia there, and then they put them in jail. And when they put them in jail, they also throw away all of their tents and the remnants of their home. And it hurt my heart to know that cities are passing around the problem of homelessness um, by ignoring these people, and it's paying attention more to how it helps their own city develop. But in the process, I've known that Anaheim has recently tried to get homeless people out of their community, and they pass them on. A lot of the people that we talked to at Hunt's Library are actually from Anaheim, and they're like, well, we're coming here, but we're actually being kicked out. These people get raided by the police, and then once something's found, they're taken away. Their remnants of things are thrown away, and it's, I believe, in my opinion, to encourage these people to leave, because if they have no home to go back to, whatever may be left of it, then they won't go back to Fullerton. And the whole idea behind talking about all this today isn't to rise up against a city per se. It's the idea that society as a whole is passing around this problem of homelessness to other people. And in effect, it's creating an ignorance that we see displayed even by people who are within 50 yards of this, enjoying their own lives. It has been involved, in the same exact way of them seeing this and just not really caring about it. It's not a problem that can be solved obviously by themselves, or else they wouldn't be out there in the first place. There needs to be people to defend these people, and there needs to be people to feed these people and to care about these people, because it seems that they have in effect been completely abandoned, not just by society, but they've also abandoned hope, because there's no one there who wants to speak for them. And I was talking again with another man. He has HIV, and he was out there today, and the police, when they incarcerated him, they took away his glasses. So he's holding up one of these magnifying instruments, and it wasn't a magnifying glass. It was some sort of instrument that was allowing him to see through an eye as he walked on a cane. And it broke my heart to know that someone could throw away something that someone needs to survive. I know that when police find someone else, if they found me with drugs, which I don't have drugs or use drugs, they wouldn't automatically go to my home and they wouldn't take everything out of it and throw it away. Okay, that's not how it happens. But for some reason, the people who already don't have anything are being the victims of this. And and I say we as Christians need to be defenders of the meek, just as we are defended by Christ. And the point of this video is not just to shed light upon the issues. There are many more that I wish I could have talked about, but this was the primary one that I wanted to talk about. I think there needs to be a sort of uprising, and not an uprising as in a riot, but an uprising of our generation to go and help these people. Because the thing is, it seems that their own generation has abandoned them and has written them off as faceless people. And what I mean by that is, it seems that they've just said, oh, they exist, but they don't really matter. Let's just pass around the problem to another person, another place. These people that I'm talking about live by the railroad tracks with trains that go by every 5 to 10 minutes that are loud and annoying. They just want a place to lay their head, to escape. They've already been, driven to this place in the first place to find sanctuary, and for them to be driven out and take, all their things taken away with it is not just lawless. I think it's morally inept. It's wrong, and we need to do something about this. And that's why I'm proposing, and what I'm talking about is that we highlight this issue by maybe passing this video around. I'm not sure if another video like this exists, but maybe you could pass this around to anyone that really has a heart for homeless people, or just for helping other people. Because I think the more that society is made aware of it firsthand, the more that we're going to start to organize against this. And I think this is just one of the first steps that we're going to take to combating this ignorance that society has unfortunately impressed upon itself. So please pass this video around to anyone that you feel really will do something about it. And that means feeding these people or asking lawmakers, as I will personally do, to find out exactly why these people are being so persecuted. And so, like I said, please pass this video around. It would really mean the world, not just to me, but also to the people who are involved, these homeless people who don't have the instruments like a laptop to maybe display their message. It would really mean the world to them. And yes, thank you very much. I'm Nick. You can reach me at my email if you want to have any information about where to feed homeless at nickanomie@gmail.com. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it.